at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go! 60 out low. Come on. 36.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
22 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run here with Singletary, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll look to run with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will... not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, Mark.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
56. 44's Mike. Hey, Haywood.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here. Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up. You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going deep here for Parker. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's got to be a long day. Check out.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 49.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Buffalo.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, D. Motion. Hey, tight.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
First down, Bills.
On first down, Singletary. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They go right back to Singletary. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Alpha. What's that? 44, Mike, 44. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
40. Dolphins 28.
44. Check. Let's go. Hey, hold. Check 49. Switch. We got it.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Let's go. 44, Mike, 44.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught by OBJ. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike, I'm going back.
Allen. And Diggs has it. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Singletary again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Protein spill.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the set. March 49. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
He's back to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Bills, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first